right. Good morning, everybody. Come on in. It's Save Sunday morning. I'm in the kitchen. Y'all know what I'm doing. Get ready for Sunday dinner. And as I promised y'all last night, you know I keep my promises. I got a real treat for y'all. Look who it is this morning.
Hey.
That's Tyra, the one and only Tyra from
Tyra's Big World of Flavor, where my Southern flair comes to life.
Yeah, got her in my kitchen this morning. We're going to cook. We're going to smoke it up in here today. So we got a great big meal planned for y'all. And the way we're going to do it, we're going to do like a tag team. Now, Tyra's going to cook the meal. We're going to split it down the middle. So we'll be going back and forth. And so you know you're in for a treat. And look who it is over there in the corner. Mom's sitting over there in the corner. Say, hey, Mom.
Hi.
Yay, so we got Mom and Tyra all the way from South Carolina. I'm so excited to have them here today. And we got some good things in store for y'all. So when the flavor train rolls up today, they're in for a treat as well. So Tyra's already doing her prep work over here. She's chopping onions. And Tyra, you want to go ahead and tell them what you're cooking today?
So today I'm going to be making some cubes, some smothered cube steak, and some green beans. And what else am I doing? So
you're gonna do the peach
cobbler.
Right. So we're gonna have a nice treat today, and y'all know I'm gonna throw some chicken on there. You know I can't cook without cooking chicken, so I'm gonna do some blueberry chicken today. I had to switch it up, so I had to pause. I had to think so I say it right. So anyway, I'm gonna be doing the blueberry chicken today with of course we'll put it over rice, and we're gonna have some lima beans, and I'm gonna do the broccoli salad and brown sugar lemonade. I might do a little tutorial on that today for y'all. So y'all stay tuned in. You know I'm gonna have to switch off back and forth. We're gonna have to run and do a couple of little things, but we'll be right back.
My mom just started getting good at taking pictures and stuff.
Okay, y'all, we're back. Tyra is busy doing what she's doing. Tyra, you can tell them what you're doing. I'm the camera person for right now, y'all. How about that?
So right now I'm seasoning and making sure all the seasoning gets onto the cube steak. I'm using my lemon herb seasoning for my cube steak, and I'm making sure it gets all the way through and make sure that the steak is nice and seasoned. If you don't know what cube steak is, it's steak that went through like the meat tenderizer like a good bit of times, so that's why it's like textured like this. And I'm also going to put a little bit of pepper on it. I don't use any salt in my seasoning, but it makes everything taste good, y'all. So and you can also purchase my seasonings on my website as well. But it doesn't take that long to season them. I'm going to season just my meat instead of seasoning the flour mixture because I don't want the meat to come out really salty. But I'm going to season this, and then I'm going to go ahead and dredge them in some flour. And then I'm going to start on my gravy.
Tyra, I just got one question. I noticed you said you don't use any salt in your seasoning. What ingredient in that seasoning gives it that illusion to salt, or the salty flavor? Or
I do use lemon pepper in my seasoning, as well as fresh lemon zest and herbs. But the lemon pepper adds that, you know, salt element to it because it is a little salty, but that is also, you know, like substituting from adding, you know, salt into my seasoning. Gotcha.
Okay, very good then. So we're gonna tune back in with Tyra when she gets ready to get on the stove again, so stay tuned. Okay, y'all, it's my turn now. I've got some chicken over here waiting in the wings. I'm gonna go ahead and get started with just gonna sear it a little bit. I've got it seasoned, of course, with my complete seasoning. You know I have to use that every time. I got some a little bit of salt going on there. Use the sea salt on it, some black pepper, and of course I've got some Jamaican jerk seasoning because this is going to be a blueberry jerk chicken that we're doing today. But first of all, I got to get it in the pan. Then I'm going to run it through the oven for about an hour and 15 to 20 minutes, and take it out. Do the blueberry glaze over it and run it back through the oven again, but I'll let you watch as I do all of that. So for right now, I've just taken out of the fridge. It's been marinating for a day and a half. So all those seasons have gone completely through there. So we're going to have some great Jamaican blueberry chicken for dinner on the flavor train today. And of course, Tyra's got that good old cube steak going on the other side over there. So we're in for quite a Sunday dinner today. So y'all hold on and let me get the grease hot. Now when I put the chicken in, you'll notice that I like for it to get a good sear, so that grease needs to be really, really hot, but not too hot because we don't want it to scorch. So y'all hang on just a sec for me and we'll be right back. Okay, y'all, here goes. We're gonna go ahead and just take the tongs here, and I've got about 15, 20 pieces of chicken, so this is gonna take a little bit of time to get all of this seared and ready for the oven to hear that sizzle. Now, I didn't buy chicken parts this time. They had some nice chickens at Food Line, so I went ahead and purchased whole chickens and just cut them up in quarters. And I bought some extra, you know, I have to have those extra chicken legs. The little ones like the chicken legs, so I would suggest that, you know, you have smaller pieces for the kids. They're not going to eat those big old pieces. And the purpose here is not to cook this chicken, but to just get that nice sear on it and get a little, let it brown a little bit before we run it through the oven, just to seal in that flavor, okay? So we're going to do this entire pan, and when we get done with it, the next step for it will be to get it into the oven for an hour and 20 minutes and then glaze it later on. Okay, guys, I'm getting this chicken done. I need prayer, y'all. We praying that this chicken all gets on this same pan, and we don't want to do 2 pans. Y'all know me, smarter, not harder. So we got quite a bit of chicken. I didn't realize how much chicken I had over here. Y'all know me, I always overdo it, but that's okay, because guess what? When my children come in here, they're going to eat every bit of it. And all they don't eat today, they will see it tomorrow. So, as you can see here, what I mean about just searing it, we're not doing a whole lot of cooking to it. Just enough to seal it and just get that little brownness going on there. And it's gonna brown also in the oven, but I like to do this pan sear to it. Get that little extra bit of, feel that extra bit of flavor. I really wish y'all were here so you could smell. Now imagine being in the Caribbean and you're at one of those roadside restaurants and they're cooking jerk seasoning on chicken over an open fire. So just journey with me there if you would, and just imagine that aroma that's coming off of this chicken, y'all. It smells good. Even though my whole house is going to smell like Jamaican jerk, that's okay. It's probably, the neighbors, it's early in the morning, y'all, so the neighbors are probably waking up trying to figure out what's going on, but that's okay. They can come on in for a plate. I'm having to add just a little bit more oil, because I don't want anything to burn. But y'all know in the bottom of the pan, even though I'm not making a gravy as such, y'all know I like those drippings off the bottom of the pan, and we don't want anything burned. So just be careful. Keep the heat high, but don't let it burn. Okay, y'all, the chicken is out of the pan, and now it's getting ready to go into the oven. I'm going to put it in a 375 degree oven for about an hour, 15-20 minutes. But before I do, y'all know I don't waste nothing. I got drippings in my pan, and look at that nice brown. Isn't that pretty? So what I'm going to do is make a just not a gravy, but just au jus, as my husband could say. And I'm going to pour it over this chicken, and then I'm going to put it in the oven. And when it comes out, I'll do my blueberry seasoning there. So hold on 1 second. And Tyra, Tyra brought with her, we'll showcase your seasoning here. Y'all know me, I put everything but the kitchen sink in something. Okay, this is one of Tyra's Big World of Flavor. This is one of her seasonings that she brought along with her. So what I'm going to do, in addition to my complete season, because this complete season goes along with anything, trust me. In addition to that, I'm going to put some of I'm going to put that complete seasoning right in that pan. About a half a teaspoon because we don't want it to get really salty because we got to do our sweet thing later on. And then I'm going to sprinkle some of Tyra's seasoning right in there, about a half a teaspoon of that. Okay. And hold on, my sous chef didn't come today. I got to go get my jerk seasoning. Now, y'all know this stuff is potent, so you cannot put a lot of this. So, y'all, I'm going to show y'all. This is all I can put. About 1/8 of a teaspoon into that pan and just let it. A little bit of water. And please be careful when you do that. That's all I needed was that right there because it'll also it'll help to season. And it'll get that brown because I can't stand that white pale look. Oh yeah. That's strong. Ooh. I'm back, y'all. I thought I was gonna have to call rescue. Woo, child, that was strong to me. I'm just gonna go ahead and drizzle. Child, that's some strong, potent stuff. I'm here to tell y'all. I'm not even playing. I am not playing. So, seriously, when you use that jerk seasoning, you cannot use a lot. I'm serious. And all I'm going to do here is just take my brush and just brush it out. To make sure it goes all over. Because that little bit of au jus that I just did, and that's my husband's words, y'all, so don't go try to look it up. I'm here to tell y'all, that's quite enough for all of this chicken. And when it gets done cooking, it's going to be some of the best blueberry Jamaican jerk chicken that you ever put in your mouth. See how pretty it looks? It looks good enough to eat right now, but it's not quite ready, y'all. It's gotta cook. It's gotta cook. It's gotta cook. So, y'all, hang on one second. I gotta get the last little bit out of that pan. Okay, so this is gonna go into the oven open. I'm not covering this. This is going open just like this. Okay. It's ready for the oven, y'all. So when y'all see this again, it'll be edible. Okay, y'all, Tyra's back. She's going to show us a thing or two about cube steak.
Okay, so right now I have my oil on because I'm going to fry my cube steak. But while that oil is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and make my gravy for my cube steak because this is smothered cube steak. I'm just going to go ahead and add a whole stick of butter, y'all.
Oh, wow. Woo, she loves the butter.
You can never go wrong with butter. There's no such thing as too much butter.
Absolutely not. I love butter. She could be when she was my grandchildren, y'all. I love me some butter. Y'all know me and butter. Butter and brown sugar are my two things.
So I'm going to cut this eye up and let my butter heat up. And I'm going to go ahead and add my onions. I have a good bit of onions, y'all. I always add onions to my gravy. And while my butter is melting, I'm going to stir it down, and then we're going to get in action.
She said action, y'all. And if you notice what she's doing with that butter, you do know that you cannot put high heat to butter. It will burn every time. So that's just a little cautionary thing.
So y'all were just waiting.
Yeah, we don't listen. It's just like watching the paint dry, but that's good. But that's a good lesson though that I talk about a lot. Certain foods you cannot use high heat. You have to be very patient with it, so that the outcome that you want. Because who wants burnt food? And butter costs too much money to burn up, y'all.
That's what my granddaddy said. He doesn't use butter. He uses margarine.
There you go. I tried to use Smart Balance, and because I got a report about, I was thinking about cholesterol.
Me and my mom use country crock butter.
Really? And it tastes good, but then they do so many different studies on certain things. So I like the flavor of butter, of course. Now the country crock has a real good flavor, and so does Smart Balance. So it's just a matter of preference. But I love butter. I think Paula Dean she's a butter queen, I believe. But butter just makes all the difference in the world.
And with the cube steak, I'm not really sure. I learned this recipe from my grandma and my mom. And I always know that they fried their cube steak. I'm not sure why they fried it, but it's tradition, so I'm going to keep the tradition going. And they fry it, and then they put it into the gravy.
Absolutely.
But I think it's a lot of family tradition to fry your cube steak before you put gravy on it or anything.
This child know what she's talking about, honey. That is the reason that cube steak is fried. It puts that crust on there, and it just seals that flavor in, and it just enhances so well. So, Tyra know what she's doing over here, y'all.
Yeah, my mom always makes some good cube steak with some corn and some mashed potatoes, y'all. I actually started making cube steak with Parmesan corn.
Wow.
And it's really, really good. So I'm going to turn this down a little bit because it's starting to cook really fast, and I don't want my onions to burn. Just want them to sweat down some.
Let's not using all them cook terms. Sweat down. Y'all take notes now.
And I'm not trying to caramelize the onions. I'm just trying to get them to saute a little bit. Flour is not quite ready. I just put a little bit of flour inside the oil to see if it was ready. That's another tip on how to tell if your flour is ready too.
Very good. She's a good teacher. What do y'all think?
And I actually have to learn how to do, I mean not learn, but I had to learn how to do it step by step when I started, once I started like my auditions for Food Network, because once you do your audition, you have to do it step by step, explaining to them how you do it, what ingredients you add in. So, and that's what encouraged me to start doing cooking demonstrations, because how I learned how to do things step by step, I wanted to teach people how to cook certain things as well. So y'all, so this can trap all the heat in and the onions can cook better. I'm going to close down the lid on it, and let's check this again. I think just a little bit longer, let that oil heat up a little bit more, and then it'll be ready. And the onions, I'm not going to trap the heat too long, just for a couple of seconds, and then I'm going to check on it again, because I don't want, like I said, I don't want to caramelize it, just want to sweat them down. I love the smell.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow.
I love onion. Like I could, I don't think I could eat raw onions, but I could eat some cooked onions all day.
Yes.
That just means I can't be in anybody's face though. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some water, because this is a gravy, y'all. Alright, here we go. Starting to pop. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some cube steak in.
This called multitasking, y'all. Oh yeah,
this
baby girl know what she's doing. She knows exactly what she's doing, and I love the way she does the step by step for someone who wants to learn how to do cook some good cube steak.
Y'all, I got a coach in the background.
Yeah, it's, old habits are hard to break, and when it's mom things, we understand.
And here's the slurry I made, y'all. Once you're adding your slurry, you want to stir in that spot that you're adding it. Make sure it doesn't get stuck to the bottom because this is flour. And then the flour could get stuck to the bottom of the pan. And you don't want that to happen. I'm going to switch over here, y'all. There we go.
Look at that girl work both hands at the same time. I love it.
I'm going to add a little bit more of my slurry too.
Y'all get that new term, slurry. That's how you make gravy. And there's so many different ways to make gravy, and she just introduced a new way on this channel anyway as to how to make gravy.
This is my lemon herb seasoning, y'all. I'm adding that in.
Let's get a view of, let's get a full view here of Tyra. She just as cute as a button, isn't she, y'all? What you need?
I'm going to get a pan.
You need another pan for your meat?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm sous chefing over here. I got you. Just give y'all a close-up of that meat sizzling in that pan. And she's getting ready to start taking them out here shortly.
Yo, they're getting nice and crispy too.
Oh yeah. You know that's good.
I don't want my gravy to be too thick, and I don't want it to be too thin either, so I'm going to keep maybe adding some more water too. And once I add the cube steak in, it's going to change the color of it.
Listen to those kitchen sounds. Y'all hear that meat cooking? That's the sound of cube steak frying. And what she's doing right now, she's doing just what she said. She's beginning to add that cube steak to the gravy. Wow, that looks and smells so good.
Thank you. Dinner is going to be so delicious tonight.
Yes. We're looking forward to it. Look, that flavor train is going to be able to smell this meal down the tracks, y'all.
I think I can maybe fit one more in here. The only thing is, once you're frying, you don't want to crowd the pan. But because I don't want to, do 2 at a time, I'm going to add like 3 up. And if you can tell, it's changing the color of the gravy a little bit. Once you start adding more, let me turn this down. I'm going to turn it down to almost to low. But once you add more of the cube steak, the color is going to like completely change of the gravy. Because I'm not a huge white gravy fan either. But yeah, once you're doing your cube steak and gravy, you gotta multitask because you're checking on your gravy and then doing your cube steak at the same time.
Exactly.
So yeah.
And my hat is off to Tyra. She's such a young child in the kitchen doing what she's doing. She's been on Food Network. Kudos to her. She's traveled across the country. She's been on with Be Love. And I feel so privileged that she wanted to come cook in my little old kitchen. So we're excited here today for Sunday dinner. This is just the biggest treat we've had, I think, this year as far as cooking is concerned. So, Tyra, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming on.
Me.
Yeah, for coming on cooking with me.
This is truly fun. You know, collaborating and cooking
yeah.
in the kitchen. I'm enjoying it.
Yep. And this is what we do, you know, especially for our youth and young adults. We need to be able to, wherever we can, anything that we can impart, anything that we can share. And I'm certainly learning, because I've learned today just from her, that's a new term for a lot of people, the slurry. It's a different way to make gravy. I mean, like the old saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And she's showing us how to make gravy a different way here today. So.
Yeah, and in my story it says flour and water. What do you call it?
A roux.
Oh.
Or gravy. And I never called it a roux because I learned from Paul Fruhan how to make black roux when you're doing the Louisiana gumbo, where you have to be brave enough to let that flour and that grease get almost as black as that stove without burning it. So that was another way, and I learned, you know, it took nerve to do that. And so I learned how to get up the nerve to do that. So now this is yet another way. This is, in my mind, as I'm watching her, this is a nice creamy gravy, which I am sure is going to be delicious, because it smells, y'all won't believe what it smells like in here, y'all.
You got the smell from the delicious jerk chicken, and then the smell from this.
Yes.
Dinner is going to be delicious.
Yeah. And you know what was so amazing when when Tanya told me that Tyra wanted to call me, I said, well, just talk to me a little bit. And when it said big world of flavor, now that's what I'm always, y'all know me and my season, I'll season to the nth degree. So I'm all about flavor. And then Tanya's channel, of course, the Flavor Train. So we're all about flavor. So all of this is coming full circle as far as how things are prepared and how we want it to taste in the end. And certainly, like I say, I'm learning a few tips from Tyra. I mean, we're never too old or too young to learn. So I appreciate learning. And even guys, even when you all send in and give me tips on how to do this, that, and the third, if it's something I can incorporate or something I can do, I'm open for it, because all I want it to be is pleasing to the palate when I sit down to eat it.
But if you can tell, the color of the gravy is kind of changing once I add the cube steak.
Oh, yeah.
It's not as pale as it was before.
Let's get a close-up. See there? Oh,
yeah. That's going to really change the color of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going to stir to the bottom and make sure nothing's stuck at the bottom.
Good point. Good point. Now, Tyra, is this something that you cooked on the Food Network when you were there?
Oh, yes. On the very first episode of Food Network Star Kids, I made smothered cube steak with Parmesan-coated corn.
Wow.
Yes. So, this is like my signature recipe. Other than my macaroni and cheese, I'd make 5-cheese homemade cheese sauce, and then add some bacon and ham, and and it's like a gratin, so it's creamy on the inside, and I have breadcrumbs on top.
So you know we got to get back together again for you to make that mac and cheese, girl.
Yes. I was looking at your mac and cheese. I was like, oh, I gotta try that.
Oh, I love me some good mac and cheese. The more cheese, the better.
My mom makes some good mac and cheese too, but
okay.
It's from the box.
You know she's gonna look at the video. I ain't telling her what you said.
I always get on her about that too. And she's like, it tastes good, don't it?
Oh, that's good. That's good. I like that. And you know, one thing about cooking for me, I enjoy cooking. I like to talk. Y'all know that. So I'm always having fun when I'm cooking, even when I'm in the kitchen by myself. Because y'all know how I talk to y'all, just like y'all sitting at the table. So I enjoy it. when the family comes in, we still talk and conversate because that's what it's all about, enjoying life. To me, good food and good company and good conversation is what it's all about.
Yeah, I talk a lot too. My granddaddy says I talk his ear off all the time.
That's cute.
Yeah. So that's why I started a YouTube channel, so I have some people to talk to.
There you go.
Even though I talk to my mom all the time, sometimes she does get a little annoyed because I talk too much. But yeah, it's fun. Cooking and doing what I love. And I do mukbangs too, so.
Very good.
And I know y'all are probably seeing the hamburger, like the blood coming out. It's cooking, and even in the gravy. I'm going to keep the gravy on so it can cook down because I like my steak medium well.
Right.
And I don't eat rare steak or medium rare steak, y'all. I only want to see a little bit of pink, and even in cube steak, you shouldn't see that much pink because it's really thin steak too.
Right, right. That's my daughter Tanya. She likes hers well done. Any meat, period. Well done. Now I'm a medium well person.
Yeah, I like medium well.
And my husband was a medium rare person for steaks because he loves, oh Lord, he loves it. Kind of semi-mooing, y'all, as I call it. But you know, yeah. I figure with food to each his own. You know, I prepare it my way, you prepare it your way, and hopefully when we sit down to the table, we can all enjoy it, you know, and be on one page about it.
Yeah, the gravy's turning, y'all. See?
Oh, wow. Let's get down there. Let's get a close-up of that gravy. That looks so good and creamy. Wow.
Yeah. So if you're making this at home and you get worried that your gravy looks too pale and it doesn't look right, once you start adding your cube steak, the color's going to start developing from the cube steak. So don't worry about it.
Okay, good tip.
I don't think I ever made this much cube steak though.
Really? Well, once I tell you, my family eats, they would look at me cross-eyed if I tried to cook, say, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So even when they were small, because the thing with us, we always had company. Whenever we fixed food, it seemed like the food called them. So over the years, because my husband was a big eater, his family were big eaters, so I always try to fix enough that if somebody comes by, I can fix them something. And then what was so cute, my grandchild, it was Kareem, he's 21 now. I heard him say to his friends one day, they were saying, "Oh man, that smells good." And he said, "Come on, sit down and eat. My grandma will find you something to eat." So they have that, my family has that expectation about food.
Yeah, what we say is it's more than to have too much than to have too little of food.
Exactly, exactly.
You always want to have more than enough because, especially with catering, because you don't want to have less food so then people will be complaining about, them not having any food. But then once you have more food, we always give the leftover food to the customers and stuff because they did pay for the food, so they should have it.
Speaking of catering, have you done any catering, Tyra?
Yes, I haven't done any catering over the summer, but I do catering every year. Like this year, I catered for the VIP section for the Isley Brothers.
Wow.
What was it? I forgot the building. What's the name of it? The Cobbler Center in Columbia. So every year I cater. Did I cater this summer? This summer I didn't cater, y'all. I went to New York City this summer, and I've been in Timminsville talking my granddaddy's head off. So I didn't cater this summer, but every summer or every year I always cater. Good.
Now, what do you cook for your grandpa? What does he like you to cook for him?
My granddaddy eats anything, but I did convince him to do a mukbang with me.
Really?
Because at the beginning I was asking him if he could do a video with me. He was like, no. So then I made him a boil, and because I'm allergic to shellfish, I made it with like sausage and chicken, and then I set up my camera while I was fixing his food. Wow. And then once he sat it down at the table, I was like, "Oh, so you're gonna do this video with me?" And he was like, "All right."
Oh, good.
But he likes me, like, once I went there yesterday because we just wanted to stop by because it was on our way here.
Right.
But, he was like, I got some apples. I want you to make some apple pie for me. And also I gotta make him some chocolate cake before I leave for school too. So my granddaddy likes when I cook. When once I first started cooking, him and my grandma were telling someone had to be in the kitchen with me. And then they started realizing that I actually could cook and I actually knew what I was doing. So now he doesn't even stay in the kitchen with me anymore.
Very good. So how young were you when you first started cooking?
I was 7 once I first started cooking.
How about that? So was I.
Oh my God.
So I've been cooking now 63 years.
I've been cooking for 14 years.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Well, not 14. That's 7.
7 years, yeah. Yeah. But for a 14, 15-year-old child, that's a lot. Because most kids like that, they can cook, you know, a package of oatmeal or something like that. You cook real food, so that's a testament to the fact that you are a cook.
Yeah.
A chef cook.
I first started, you know, helping my mom maybe stir a pot or something.
Right.
And then it started developing to her, you know, actually watching me cook and cook recipes. And now it's to the point where she could be in her room watching TV and stuff, and I'll be cooking up a whole meal. So I guess it was like she had to see that this is something that I really love doing and something I could do before she let me branch off and do it. But yeah, she really sees that now. So.
Very good. Yep, I started cooking with my mom and grandma when I was 6 or 7. You know, 5 or 6, I was always hanging in the kitchen. And by the time I hit 7, I could do collards because I watched my grandma, how she cleaned the collards and the turnips and all that. And then the next thing I wanted to do was fry chicken because and I still to this day love chicken.
I remember I used to always help my mom like shuck green beans and stuff. And, well, not shuck, but like do the green beans and also shuck corn. And that's like, and it was like her and my granddaddy's sister, you know, just sitting at the table doing that. And I think that's also what made me want to do it too. Because I have a family of cooks. Like my whole family loves to cook.
Good.
So.
Wow. Y'all hear that? The whole family cooks. So she couldn't miss.
And we have a big family. My granddaddy has 9 siblings. And it's a total of 10 on both sides. Yeah, it's a total of 10 on both sides. So it's a total of 10 of them.
Wow.
So imagine how many first cousins my mom has.
Boy, that's a good time at the table.
Yeah.
And during, I guess, what family, do y'all do a lot of family reunions?
Yeah, well, not a lot, but we do a lot of family get-togethers.
Good, okay.
Like just cookouts, no particular reason. We're just, you know, getting together and maybe after church or something. So yeah, our family gets together a good bit.
Good.
All right, last piece of cube steak.
All right, y'all, she got it done. That cube steak is in the pan. And when we get ready to let the flavor train off in here, they're going to be in for a treat. Not just to see Tyra, but what she's put together here. Wow, that looks good, Tyra.
Thank you.
Okay, y'all. Good job, girl. Thank you for cooking on my stove. Hey, y'all, I'm back. It's time to make the a blueberry jerk seasoning for that good old chicken. We're going to start it out with 1 cup of fresh blueberries. Just going to go ahead and y'all, yeah, they're clean. I already washed them up. Okay, just put those blueberries into the pan. And I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter. Gotta have the butter. Tablespoon of butter. And then I'm going to start out with a 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. Because you know the sugar is what's going to give you the syrup in there. It's not going to be overly sweet, but it has to be somewhat sweet. And then I'm going to add some of the broth off of the meat in there. And that's just going to create the marinade that I need to go over that chicken. And once I get it over there, I'm going to wrap it really tight and let it rest and set into the meat, okay? So here we go. Kind of keep that heat to medium low. I'm going to go ahead and pour in a 1/4 of a cup of that broth off of the chicken. Oh my God, this smells so good. And just for a little bit of extra added pizzazz and flavor, I'm going to do a tablespoon of honey. Okay. About a tablespoon of honey to go in there. And we're going to have to cook these berries for about 5 minutes just enough to break them down so that they turn into a nice syrupy blend to be able to put over that chicken. This is going to be good, y'all. Oh, yum, yum. You know, that sweet and salty and that savory flavor together, you can't beat it. Make you want to take out some bread and just sop it. Okay. So we let that heat up gradually, not too fast, because we don't want anything burning or scorching. Remember I told you, cooking, you have to have patience to cook well. Have to have patience. Okay. I'm not going to need to add any other seasonings to this because I've just poured in the broth from that chicken. So all of the seasonings that I used on the chicken is now incorporated into this sauce, which will blend well. Okay, let's get my big old skillet out of the way. Okay, I hope y'all are in the kitchen cooking. Are y'all cooking along with me, or you just sit back, relaxing and enjoying that cup of coffee? Okay, that's fine. Because we're going to meet up on the flavor train anyway, so we can sit down and relax and enjoy this wonderful meal that we're putting together for y'all. Can y'all tell I'm still so excited that Tyra's here cooking with me today. This is a special treat for me. And having the opportunity to speak with Mom is a real treat as well. You know me, I love meeting people. I've already adopted them. They just haven't got their adoption papers yet. So these are my new children. They will get their papers in the mail next week, y'all. But yeah, I got me some new children. Y'all know I got my children always say, Mom, everybody you meet is your child. I said, well, what can I say? Why not? How come they can't be my children? Yeah, that's coming along real good. This sauce is going to be epic. I just thought of this now. I was going to do a pineapple thing, but we switched lanes on it. The blueberry, I think, is even better. And we don't need a whole lot. Just about maybe a cup and a half, and that will be enough to pour over that chicken, because what we wanted to do is to be able to... I'm not going to do a lot of cooking with it as well, because that chicken is done. I don't want to overdo it. Okay, we're going to turn the heat up a little bit. Remember now, you can't have it up too high. I'm going to go ahead and let that continue to cook. By the way, y'all, if your berries are sort of real nice and fresh and firm, just take the back of your fork and sort of press them like that to pop them open, so that good old tart. You know, a real good blueberry, the firm ones like this, they have a little tartness to them, and I like that going on in that flavor. So take it and pop them like that and let them cook on into that sauce. Yeah, that's going to be epic, y'all. Wow. I feel like I need to bottle this, y'all, and put it on the market. That's kind of good. Kind of good, y'all. Okay, a couple more minutes and it'll be ready. I'm going to take the chicken out of the oven and just pour it right over it and go ahead and let it glaze on there for a while. And the rest will be history. I'm not going to do a lot of, you know, you talk about reducing sauces and broth. I'm not going to reduce it too much because I need it to be able to pour over there. I'm not making a lot. So we're just going to let it boil for a few minutes. Oh my God, I love blueberries, y'all. I'm a blueberry lover. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, that's good. Okay, so I'm gonna get ready to get that meat going. Okay, y'all, I'm ready. I got this chicken out of the oven. Isn't it beautiful? It's wonderfully brown and it's got a little crunch to it, but once I pour the sauce over, it'll take some of that crunch off. However, nonetheless and furthermore, it's gonna be good. Just drizzle it just like that. Drizzle, drizzle, drizzle it all over. Okay, people. Just make sure you get some of the drizzle on all of the chicken. Just make sure it gets all over that. And you don't need a lot. You just need enough to give it that little tang, you know. Like I said, I'm going to cover it, loosely cover it, so that these seasonings will just cook all the way through. This is going to be all the way through. It's going to be a while before we eat this meal, so it would have had time to. I'm almost thinking I should have made extra for dipping, but I didn't make extra, so I think it's going to be okay just like it is. Next go round, maybe, you know, I'm just having those, you know, you have those second thoughts. I should have made some extras, you know, so you can have your little dipping bowl to the side, but we're going to be okay with this. Okay. And this is a new recipe, y'all, so mark it in your book. This is a new one. So, again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take foil, not put it right down on top of there. I'll put it over just like so. And we're just going to let it sit for a while. And then just before I serve it, I'm going to run it back through the oven and just let it reheat and go back through it. So, for all practical purposes, y'all, my blueberry jerk chicken is ready for consuming. So, okay, y'all, by popular demand, I'm going to do my brown sugar lemonade. Now, y'all know I'm not going to do a picture of it. I'm not going to do a quart. I'm going to do a whole big old 2-gallon thing. So, what you have to do is work backwards as far as ingredients. So, I have to make this thing just about full for my family and friends. So, what I'm going to do, this is a Food Line brand of lemonade mix. You can use a Country Time lemonade mix. And see on the can it says 9 quarts. This one can should make 9 quarts. So then you add your sugar according to your taste. Now mine has to be really, really sweet because my family likes theirs really, really sweet. But the basic foundation of brown sugar lemonade is, guess what? The lemonade mix and the brown sugar. And then you just add each one according to if you like it strong, if you like it weak. I got a couple of friends that they got 1 cup out of here and made 4 cups. I mean, who knew? But this is where I want to make it for y'all today. And we're going to start out with this gallon of water. That's a gallon of water. And I'm just going to show you how easy it is. Who knew? I bet y'all thought I had to go chop wood and do all this kind of stuff. It's just not. And then I'm going to take this, it's about 2 cups of brown sugar. Does that look like 2 cups? I think so. Okay. Then I like to add some real lemon juice in there. Or you can cut up some real lemons and put them in there, however you want to do it. Because like I said, I make mine according to the way I like for it to taste. So I'm going to put about, that's a good 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice. Give it a stir because I'm going to have to add some more water to it. So you think about if you're having a picnic, family and friends over, you're going to have a big crowd. this thing almost full because I do it about 3/4 of the way full for my group, and for the most part it's gone by the end of dinner, because sometimes people come by just to drink lemonade, so I mean, you know, whatever. So I'm gonna taste of it here shortly. Let me go get some more water. Hold on now. Okay, while that water is running, I'm gonna go ahead and just taste a little bit. I'm gonna need some more sugar in it. It's not sweet enough. I already know that. Okay, let me tell you, y'all. I know y'all cringing, but that's okay. You'll make it. You gonna make it. This is a let's see, 2-pound bag of sugar. So you probably have to add 1.5 pounds in there. And some water. It's time for more water. So I always put it to about right there. Okay, that's good. So that's a little over 1.5 gallons. So that's good. So guess what, y'all? In a few minutes we're gonna have brown sugar lemonade. Just make sure you stir it up really good. If you get some little brown bulbs down at the bottom, it's nothing but brown sugar. And also, I usually use the Sam's Club brand of brown sugar. Let's see where we are now. It's almost there, y'all. And again, when you're doing recipes like this, please make them your own. It's still brown sugar lemonade, no matter how much you put or don't put in it, okay? And the other thing too about mixing stuff like this, the longer it sits, the sweeter it gets. So by the time we get ready to eat dinner, and before I put, you know, I gotta put my little bit of, I gotta put at least some of my this is my Sam's Club brown sugar. Now this is dark brown sugar. That I just put was light brown. That's why it didn't get sweet enough. Okay. That's just like, that was like a pinch. I had to have another pinch in there. And like I say, just keep stirring until it gets like you want it. Cause see, here's the deal. When you put this over ice, you want it to still be nice and sweet and lemony. Okay. And if you can do like Barb did and take 1 cup of this and make you 4 cups, I don't mind. Okay, guys, there you have it. That's my brown sugar lemonade. I really do put brown sugar in my lemonade. So we're going to move on to the other part of the meal. I'm back. It's broccoli salad time. I've done this 1,000 times, but the 1,001th person that didn't see it, here we go. We're going to do some broccoli salad. This is 3 pounds of broccoli. I've already cleaned it and chopped it up into smaller pieces. Smaller trees is my little one. She said, Grandma, that looks like trees. So we got it all chopped up. I'm just going to dump it in this container here. That's too small. Why y'all didn't tell me I needed a bigger container? Okay. So now I'm going to have to go across the room and get me a bigger bowl because I'm going to need stirring room. Because by the time I put the onions and the mayo in, it's going to be too full. So hold on one sec. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I need a real bowl. Okay, so now that we got us a real bowl going, just gonna go ahead and put some onions in here. These are red onions. Oh, excuse me. This is purple onions. Somebody told me, they said, Miss Peggy, those onions are purple. I call them red all my life. So here's some red onions. A good cup full, probably right there. You go? Yeah. Okay. That's Kareem, y'all. So anywho, I got about a good cup of that red onion in there. This smells so good. Then I'm gonna do this is the cup, about a 3/4 cup of raisins. That's the whole bag over here on this chair.
How y'all doing? Right.
So we got the onions in, we got the raisins in. And as I told you before, for those of you who already know how to make, we don't have to add any salt to this, because between the raisins and the mayo, you don't need any. And I'm not doing bacon today either. That's a good, we're going to have about 1.5 cups of mayo. So that's your mayo. And y'all know I got to put some brown sugar in it. So that's the other thing that's going to go in it. And remember, we talked about how we get the best flavor out of broccoli salad on the first day. You have to chunk in it like that. It's kind of bruise it, as I call it, so that the flavors will go all the way through. I'm going to have to use now, y'all knew the phone was going to ring because you know it's one of my children, don't you? So I'm going to have to excuse myself. Okay, we're back. So I got the brown sugar going. I put a 1/2 cup of brown sugar into this mixture. And we're just going to, at this point, all we got to do now is just to stir and mix, stir and mix. As you can see, this is a very simple dish. Very tasty, very popular, but real easy to make. Now, the other thing that you can add to it is some, a little bit of grated cheese and also some bacon bits. I'm not doing the bacon today, but I am going to do a little bit of cheese. And for that amount of broccoli, I could probably put, and I'm not going to put a lot because cheese will take over if you allow it. So just enough to give it a little bit of a zest. So I'm going to go ahead and add, let's see, maybe 1/4 cup. That's a good, not 1/4 cup, it's a good 1/4 cup. This is a Mexican style cheese blend. It has Monterey Jack, cheddar, and asadero cheese and quesadilla cheese. Hey, that's some good cheese. So it's a 4 cheese blend, same cheese that I use for my mac and cheese. So we're just going to stir it up. And like I said, you don't want to overpower your dish with the cheese, but just something to enhance. Get everything mixed up, and you're going to take about 5 or 6 minutes to just continually mix, because you want that flavor all the way through. And because broccoli in this form is pretty solid, so you have to do it like this in order to break it down a little bit. And of course, remember I told you, as you're preparing food, please taste your food to make sure it's seasoned well. Don't put it on the table before you season it. And this one, the only other thing I think that I may have to add will be the brown sugar, because I can look at it and tell I've got enough mayo in it. I got enough raisins and enough cheese in it. And of course the purple onions, y'all. Purple onions. Okay. I hope y'all in that kitchen cooking. Now, don't have me in here cooking by myself. It's Sunday and folk be stopping by and family be running around there trying to eat, and the grandchildren be wanting something to eat. You got to have some food on the table, y'all. So, this is just about a done deal. We're gonna call it broccoli salad now, y'all. So, the broccoli salad is done. Like I said, you can do this from start to finish, even when you've got to cut and break up your broccoli. This is like a 15-20 minute deal, and you got something good, because you can eat it with chicken, fish, pork, anything. You can use it as a side dish. You can use it just enhance, or you might want to snack, because I'm a snacker. If you want to snack it with some crackers or something like that, it's good for that. And it's a real healthy dish, because broccoli is one of those superfoods. So y'all, the broccoli salad is made, and what I'm going to do right now, this is my killing 2 birds with 1 stone. We're going to transition, because we got to do some lima beans today. And we're going to get right here on the stove. I've got my red pot ready. And as you can see, that water is rolling. the wings, and excuse me, the reason it looks sort of a dark brown color right there. Remember that juice that came off of that chicken? Got some of that in there. So that's to help season those beans. And you know me, I'm all about the flavor. So I've also got some chicken, excuse that, not chicken, but turkey butts. I promise y'all that's what's on the package. Got them from Piggly Wiggly. So that's the meat that I'm going to be using in there. So I've got, let's see. I always cook too many, but that's okay. This is a 1 3/4 package. And I'm going to cook, let's see, 1 3/4, 1 3/4. That's like a little over, almost 3.5 pounds. And then I've got a few limas that I made a couple Sundays ago that I put in the freezer. So I'm going to put those in there when these finish cooking. Lima beans usually have to cook a good, what, hour and a half or so. I think I might need a little bit more water in that pot. Put another couple of cups of water in. Okay. Yeah, 2 more cups. Okay, there's the second cup. Turn it all the way up so that water will start boiling again. And once it gets boiling pretty good, we're going to turn on to medium low and let them cook right there for a good hour and a half. And that juice in there will be nice and thick, and those beans will be nice and tender for you. The only other thing that I think I need to add to this is some black pepper. And let's see. There it is. Okay, you know, black pepper in certain foods just don't taste. It's just until you put the black pepper in it. And to me, lima beans is one of them. So I need me a nice teaspoon of black pepper in those limas. And I'm going to hit it too with a little bit of Tyra's seasoning. You know me, I love seasoning. So we're going to put a teaspoon of Tyra's seasoning in there. Because she's claiming a world of seasoning. So we want it in our pot, y'all. Okay. So now, I'm just going to let that water heat up there and get those beans boiling. And remember, you have to look back at limas because they will dry out on you. And we don't want that to happen because if they dry out, they'll burn. So in about 30 to 45 minutes, you need to look back because you may need to add some more water to it. So I'm just going to cover these beans and let them start boiling. And then turn the heat down and let them cook for an hour and a half. Okay. Hey. Okay, hey Sean. Okay, y'all, we're back. Tyra's on the stove. She's doing her famous green beans. Let me get this out. We need to be able to see right. I got this camera stationary. So Tyra's doing green beans. She's loading them up, y'all. She's loading them up with that butter. So y'all know I'm down with it. So there she goes. She's getting those green beans done. These are fresh frozen green beans. I think they're French cut or something like that. But anyway, they're fresh frozen. And she's hooking them up for us.
Yeah, I season it with my seasoning, some of this garlic and pepper seasoning, and some sugar too. Because I do like my green beans to be a little sweet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this child, honey, she done inherited something from me. Because I like to put that little sugar. Sugar brings that flavor so well.
Mm-hmm. Starting to cook now.
Okay. Let's get down there and see what's going on.
The reason I'm stirring it so much, y'all, is because I'm just making sure that, well, I actually don't know how to stir it. I always stir a pot, y'all.
Maybe so they won't stick or...
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So they won't stick to the bottom. But, yeah, I always love stirring stuff just to give me something to do.
Oh, okay. That's good enough. Hey, that's your dish. Whatever love you put into it, because I always believe that when you're cooking and preparing food, you have to put that love in it, and you have to be sort of stirring it and touching it in order to get that love going on in it.
I'm just adding a little bit more sugar.
Okay.
I do like them to be nice, a little sweet.
This is going to be some good stuff, y'all. Got all kind of goodies floating around here. I'm going to make that big old pan of cornbread, honey. we might be laid over in a corner somewhere before this meal is over.
We have to go. Well, my mom has to drive all the way to Columbia. So
are you a passenger seat sleeper, or do you talk and keep her?
She says that I can't go to sleep, but.
Oh, okay. Okay. Did y'all hear her mom? Now they driving, and so Tyra's mom said, if she sleep, I'll sleep. Don't even do it.
I sleep in the car a lot, but we probably both gonna be full, and I'm gonna be tired, so.
Y'all will be okay. We'll send, and right now in the name of Jesus, we send angels of the Lord go before them on that road. So y'all already got your navigator waiting on you. So all y'all got to do is get in that car and go. This is going to be so wonderful. Look at the butter in there, y'all.
Yes. Butter is so good. Butter saves so many things.
Yes.
Butter is a lifesaver.
Yes, indeed. That's what got me in trouble with bread, because I like that artisan bread, and Lord have mercy, no. I used to soak that bread in pure butter and then put it in the pan and put cheese on it and put another piece of bread on top. I used to eat 2 of those big, thick grilled cheese sandwiches per day. It was so good because of the butter.
I've never been like a huge bread fan, but if I do eat bread, it's probably like cornbread.
Oh, yeah.
I love some cornbread and some collard greens. Cornbread and chili. Oh, my granddaddy makes some cornbread with some neck bone soup. Oh, my God.
Wow.
His neck bone soup is so good. He puts like okra, lima beans. He puts a whole medley of vegetables in, and it's so delicious. Huh? He made you a neck bone soup? He always makes me a neck bone soup. I ain't never had it before.
Uh-oh.
Mommy, yeah, because you always say you don't want soup. Granddaddy eats soup all year round. When it's hot outside, he's still eating soup.
That's my husband. He was a soup eater. He could eat soup any time of the year, anytime. He loved it. And it's good. It's filling. Now, my children, I don't know why they don't like soup that much, but I love soup.
My mom doesn't like hot, like liquids.
Really?
Yeah. I love soup. I love, something I really love is KFC gravy.
Really? Have I ever had it before?
I can drink that gravy, honestly. I can drink that gravy by itself.
Oh, Lord. She said she can drink the gravy. I reckon it's good then. Okay, the beans are covered, and they're going to start cooking. So how long do you got to cook, you think, Tyra?
To be honest, I don't really put a time limit on my food. I just eyeball everything.
You know this is my grandchild. Y'all know this is my grandchild. Okay, folks, we're about to wrap it up here. Sunday dinner is ready. So Tyra and I are just going to go ahead and end the video because everybody is ready to eat. The flavor trend has pulled in. So Tyra, you want to come on and we're going to talk about what's over here on the stove. Sunday dinner is ready to be consumed. So you want to go ahead and talk about what you stuck your foot in today?
So I made the cube steak. I also made some green beans and the peach cobblers in the oven right now.
Right, it's still in the oven, honey. They're not going to wait till that gets done. So anywho, we got some blueberry jerk chicken over there on the side there. Some lima beans, cornbread, and of course, you know, we got rice on the back burner. I'm going to let y'all peek in the oven. We're not going to deny. Isn't that beautiful? That is a peach cobbler.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's Tyra's peach cobbler in the oven. We just want to say thank you. You know what? I never know how to do the... How do you do this?
Oh, you got to stop the video and then reverse it.
Be right.
All right.
Oh, who knew? I'm telling you the truth. Listen, y'all, thank y'all for tuning in with us this afternoon and for watching us cook. Thank y'all for your encouragement as usual. And remember, keep the prayers going up so the blessings will continue to come down. Tyra.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. And we say toodles?
Yeah, and before we go, you know we always have to say toodaloo.
Toodaloo.
Thanks, Tyra, for coming down and working with me today.
Thank you.
Okay.